fucking adventure games. Let's go bother this fine individual yet again and ask about Sebastian.
What's Sebastian been up to lately?
Sebastian? He do what always do, nervous system. Very important to Dr. Terrell.
Where do I find him?
He at old building down the alley. Bradbury Hotel, I think. You walk down the alley, you find it.
You know, this game was made in 1997, so we wouldn't possibly know to sit in our police spinner and ask it, hey, where's the Bradbury Hotel located? Could I drive there? No. We had to come ask Chin again about it after having listened to the answering machine.
What about this Lance? What kind of guy is he?
Why, he like Luther, only different. Don't know which.
That's so?
One long hair, talk a lot, always make deal. Other more quiet, work much harder.
What kind of deals?
Sell this, sell that, no matter what weather. Like salesman. Very hard to take, no trust, no way.
Did Lance sell something to Runciter?
Who? Never heard of Runciter. No time for charades. Sound like this, sound like that, look like this. Oh.
All right. We're done in here. And now we can head down the alleyway for the Bradbury Hotel. Aww. Just like the fucking film. You know, we'll attribute that to Grimith knowing this video game. But just like a situation where it's like, I know that's where I'm going, but I don't recall the step to get there. Whereas if I were going into this adventure game having, you know, not played it before, I would have slammed my face into every person repeatedly in the pursuit of all dialogue options and probably had an easier time getting here. But then again, you know, once upon a time I played this game for the first time. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just want to look to see whether there's anything else interactable here. We can go anywhere but the Bradbury. Let's head on in. I'll walk. We can enjoy the scenery and atmosphere. And I can mouse over stuff. Doesn't look like there's any clickable here. Oh, but there are multiple ways to go. I'll start by going this way. And that leads us to going this way. Hello? Sebastian?
It was some kind of freakish toy. Half mechanical, half organic. Rep technology for sure, but no one was going to give me any retirement bonus for it.
Damn. We've got more chinyen thanks to that envelope of cash that Runster paid to Luther and Lance. You're damn right we took that money.
More useless junk.
Can't all be useless in here. Come on, McCoy.
It was some kind of freak rep.
There's like a computer in here. There's...
Resuming interrupted print job.
I mean, that looks like a printer. Is that useless to you now?
DNA research. Incept dates. A lot of jargon, but I'd bet my spinner it was valuable to somebody.
Don't wager that. I don't know how much it would cost to replace that, Ray. Oh, more DNA. I said that, and I had Jurassic Park pop into my head. Dino DNA!
It wasn't a rep and it wasn't human, and it still gave me the willies. I couldn't tell who was winning, and I didn't much care. Chess was a little slow for me.
Look at all the effort that went into this.
I didn't have time to stop for synthetic eggs. I remember tasting a real one back when I was a kid. It was like liquid sunshine. Damn tasty.
Maybe that's nostalgia. Yeah. I don't know. Some of my viewers might think about eggs as liquid sunshine. That is not my attitude toward eggs. They're fine. I enjoy them at times. Liquid sunshine? I don't know. It sounds like it would be painful to drink. All right, well, that's, you know, perhaps not everything in that section, but there's a lot going on there. Let's go this way. Again, we're here completely out of leads, right? We came to DNA Row because all of our investigative work busted and Ray's following a hunch. So we got to Mirage, but we couldn't save Mirage. Chin, he's doing great. Luther and Lance aren't in. And we're here at the Bradbury Hotel because we're hoping to talk to JF Sebastian and maybe save him? Maybe plan some sort of sting operation to catch replicants? Possibly, maybe? Listen, Ray's a rookie, man. It just... Oh, by the way. You'll love it. You'll love it in an adventure game where it's like, hey, you can go in two different directions in the same direction. Like, that happens out there with the iWorks. With the uppies arrow being over the iWorks, and also this, you know... I might be full of a little venom today about video games. Did not want to do that. Try that again. There is an arrow there, and I'm trying to determine whether it's to go in that or... Okay. Wasn't for sure. Alright, let's go back in here. This seemingly having accomplished nothing? Just a way for you to get up here. You know, accessibility. Avoid the stairs. Alright, back in here we are. Guess we're not escaping the zone. It's back into our computer lab. It takes us back into here, and we saw the chessboard set zone already. And there does not appear to be another way off of this screen. Well, I mean, you just walk around the billiards table. Which takes us back into the computer room. Which takes us back into here, but we didn't go this direction. And there was someone walking up that ladder. I'm thinking the Bradbury Hotel has seen better days. Call it a hunch. We know that shape. We've not confronted that shape before in real life, but we know that shape. Draw the gun, Ray. Okay. Looks like there's ceiling access, but we would have to treat this as a ladder. Which means that we'd have to holster the gun. All right, Ray. Excuse me, I didn't break that step. There we go. Now we can unholster the gun.
That'll do, Sadiq.
Enough!
Oh, you think he found us, man? One of the design subcons must have talked. Unstable personalities, to say the least.
Told you we should have blown up the old block.
It would have created problems down the line.
We got problem now, man.
This one? He's not a problem. He's an opportunity. You're weak, my friend. I expected so much more from you.
I'm thinking our brother not hearing too good.
Oh, he hears us. Isn't that right, McCoy?
You ready to give up fruitless nightmare, man? Come back to family?
He doesn't have a choice. He never did.
Let me kill him, man.
No.
You got no time to be patient. Look at you, man. You getting sick.
I will not cease from mental fight, nor shall my sword sleep in my hand, till we have built Jerusalem in England's green and pleasant land.
England? What do you have to do with England?
Believe me, he's the least of our problems.
You're talking crazy. The hunter be dangerous.
A fool sees not the same tree a wise man sees.
I'm no fool, man.
You must have a little faith, my friend. Without contraries is no progression.
How can you trust any of their kind?
We have been manipulated by them, correct? Now they're going to see exactly what lies on the other side of the horizon.
Catch me if you can!
How long have I been here, Lucy?
How do you know my name?
I saw your things at Runciter's. Did you feel bad when they killed those animals?
They were so pretty and sweet. I hoped Father wouldn't do it. But Mr. Runciter deserved retribution. That's what Father said.
Why?
'Cause he treated me bad, like I belonged to him.
I'm sorry.
Are you really the hunter? Like Father says?
It's my job.
Why? What do you have against us?
Nothing, it's just the law.
Would you hurt me?
I promise you I won't.
Father will be back soon.
So there's a lot to unpack there. By the way, welcome to Act 3. Yeah, there's our autosave right there. There's a lot to unpack there. I don't think this is timed, so we can hop around and do as much as we like. Oh, Ray. Got a lot of thinking to do. Don't we, Ray? Yeah. Now, predictably, pursuing a possible replicant into a situation that you don't have full visual of, and probably can't quickly use your gun. Yeah, that didn't go great. Particularly as we've seen from, well, the cutscene, and maybe that was caught on recorded footage that we didn't show off in video game. Sadiq picks up Marcus Eisendoller and slings him across the Grav Dome, which means he can definitely do that to Ray McCoy. And, well, Ray got handled there in body. And then Sadiq and mysterious troubadour goatee man muse a bit. Sadiq's like, we need to kill Ray McCoy. Mysterious troubadour goatee man's like, nah, this is an opportunity. And they shift into manipulation mode on Ray before he falls unconscious. Then they have Sadiq and the mysterious troubadour goatee man have that same exchange again. And whole talk about like manipulation and what have you, which very much gives me the indication that what they're saying isn't legitimate toward Ray McCoy. And since, you know, we're the player, we're Ray McCoy, but then Ray has like this dream, and he's on an alien world, and he's playing with 14-year-old Lucy, and he has an actual interaction with Lucy. He promises not to hurt her. which he could be lying, you know, the police. If Lucy's a replicant, well, replicants aren't real and it doesn't matter. It's his job. Gotta retire them. And you start developing feelings, empathy, emotional connection with these skin jobs, that's it. You're fucking out of here, man. All right, so we can open up our inventory.
I couldn't tell who was winning.
Oh,
I didn't
thank
much
God.
care. Chess was a little slow for me.
I'm glad that's a clue. Let's head back here. We're tied up. We're tied to this chair. Gotta have McCoy hop a little bit faster here. There's a radiator. And we'll use that to slice the bonds. Now, when I was a kid, I needed to hop around here a bit more before I got to that back there.
It felt and smelled like real cheese. Dairy products were choice contraband, scarce and mucho expensive. Selling them was a Class A felony.
Real cheese. Yeah, okay. Noted. What else we got back here to interact with? Got ourselves a doll. We've got some pizza.
Strange.
We've got something strange there. We've got that, which seems to be flickering different lights. Don't worry about that. We can't interact with that. It's fine, I guess. And we get off of the screen by there, and I don't think there's anything else on the floor to interact with. What is that we picked up? Moonbus hijacking photograph. And we got ourselves a ragdoll. It's a good thing they didn't take my chinyen. Going over here. Ah. Yeah. How about that? This is where we retired Zubin. And you may remember a certain jacketed individual walking around near this area. Zubin could very well have been trying to run to this area. The door was locked.
You let him in my room?
They had a warrant, mister. What was I supposed to do?
They took my pictures.
Couldn't stop them.
How about me? You think I'm easy to stop? Who the hell are you?
McCoy, LPD.
LPD, huh? Maybe you guys can return something to me.
How do you know we got it?
One of your own. Invaded my property. Bad haircut. Stupid coat. The other guy.
What other guy?
Don't play dumb.
What about him?
Nothing. I just thought you were gonna arrest me, that's all.
I don't care about your little run-in with the manager, okay? I'm looking for a couple of replicants.
Can't help you there, friend.
Maybe the clerk can tell me who was renting that room back there. Why were you hassling him?
You let these creeps in my room. I'm a very private person.
What have they got against you?
Nothing, friend. I ain't done nothing.
We're all innocents, aren't we?
Damn straight. And I don't like people asking questions either.
Just help me out here a little more. You seen a big Rasta guy around here? Or a guy with a beard and dark eyes?
A Rasta? What's that?
He's got dreadlocks. Talks with an accent.
Oh. No, I ain't seen no one like that. Look, my mother's waiting for me. You stick around. Maybe the manager will come back.
Hope you all enjoyed that film cameo. I don't think the manager ever comes back. Yeah. Think that's that. Yeah, back here.
I didn't know who was working this side of the pool, but whoever it was, they'd been pretty thorough going through the joint. I doubted if there was anything I could find that hadn't already been snagged and bagged.
We can come into this area. Yeah. It's just like we're in the film, but we're not in the film because Westwood couldn't do anything directly with the film.
Nothing.
Nothing. think that's it. Just a cool thing for you to see, interact with here.
Holden's badge.
That's Holden's badge. Yeah, why would Holden's badge be in here? And excuse me, how is it that this entire zone and area got sifted through so thoroughly, but Holden's badge got left behind? Fascinating. Just doing a slow, dramatic walk here. Get it, detective. Rookie Blade Runner Ray McCoy. Strolling out of the Yukon Hotel.
The car looked a lot like the one I'd been tracking. The driver had been smart enough to pull the license plate, but the vehicle identification number was still there. If I ran it through the mainframe back at the station, I could ID the owner. The wrapper was from a vendor I knew. Best lichen dogs in the 4th sector. That wasn't saying a whole lot, but with an arcade next door and a dozen nightclubs down the street, Mia and Murray's stand saw more action in a night than my spinster aunt saw all last century.
Saw that debris. Oh. All right, so we got some clues. We got some leads. It's a good thing that we ran into Sadiq and the Troubadour. All right, we have an arrow that leads... 2 arrows. Up and left. If we go up from this direction, where do we end up, Ray? Yes, we're back here to Howie Lee's. And if we go this way, we head back here. I didn't actually remember this license plate was in here. We saw part of this license plate in our Esper device. I was actually back here to talk about if you had murdered the human sifting through the dumpster. Ray reflects on like the trash being picked up or maybe not being picked up at this time. You know, it's been a long time for me. But yeah, it turns out the license plate was back there. Cool. Great. Wonderful. Well, we know what the rest of that loop entails. Let me go through these areas and not accidentally click on the edge of my screen. That would be good. Let's head this way now, right? It takes us back to DNA Row. Which is great. Because we know where we parked the spinner. Assuming that Sadiq didn't blow it up. And indeed, Sadiq did not blow it up. Got Nightclub Row. We've got Hysteria Hall. We can just go to the Bradbury building now directly. Let's head back to police headquarters. We haven't checked in with Maggie, our beautiful dog, in a bit. But, she's probably fine. I mean, she's used to us working 12-hour shifts. Yeah, we've made arrangements. We know how to take care of our fucking dog. Good here at the lab? Fantastic.
Another retirement in the 4th sector today as a Blade Runner shot an alleged replicant in the middle of a crowded street. Lieutenant Edison Gusa, supervisor of the LPD's Rep DTEC unit, had this to say.
It was a good, clean takedown. The public should thank us for retiring these skin jobs before they get into any real trouble. You want to get that thing out of my face before it ends up shooting film where the sun don't shine?
How's the scoreboard look in the new act? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Uploading personal clue database.
The mainframe confirmed what I'd already guessed. The car from Chinatown was the same vehicle that had smacked the hydrant at Runciter's. The car was registered to a man named Gavin Kelly, but he'd reported it stolen 2 months ago. His file came up clean. Model citizen, doctor, no criminal record. I was back to square one.
Well, so much for that lead.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Anything else in the clue log?
The car was registered to
Car
a man.
registration.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
I mean, okay. Yeah. I left that dog collar behind in the remains of the dogs. So that's an alternative way for you to, get the Ricky password. We got it through using our Esper zoom in. Thanks, detectives, or, investigators, police cleaning up the scene. Way to go. I guess I didn't feel like clicking through more dead dogs to find a collar. All right, here's our new photograph.
Moon bus.
Moon bus. And this will be where I leave you, dear intrepid explorers, adventurers, entrepreneurs. We have multiple potential leads. Maybe they won't go completely bust. Ray got seized by the likely replicants, managed to escape, made a promise to Lucy Devlin, and maybe he'll keep that. And we have a photograph. Remember, play at home, not in the YouTube comments. And next time, we'll zoom in on some stuff. For, I'm not sure which investigative angle I'm going to be pursuing next video. Future Grimith, you'll have to figure it out. I have faith in you. Yeah, it's probably misplaced. Take care.